Welcome to the weekly dose of Emuna for Shabbat Kodesh. Today we're going to talk about Kiddush, the idea of doing Kiddush on the wine, Erev Shabbos. This will be a few parts to this audio. This is part one of the audio to just get a little bit more of a sense of what is achieved through the Kiddush, what transition, what transformation we actually go through internally, what we should be thinking about as Kiddush is recited. So all week long we go through the rat race of life, and we're embraced in what's called Klipat Hanoga. Klipat Hanoga is an impure husk, whereby because of the sin of Adam HaRishon, all good and bad became this admixture. In other words, inside everything good, there's something bad. Inside everything bad, there's something good. And unfortunately, what happens is we get confused and we don't know exactly what it is that we need to do. Everything is confusing for us. And so even whatever we try to uplift, whatever we try to elevate within ourselves, within the surrounding, our immediate surrounding, it's so difficult to sort of lift it up because everything has to be broken apart. Everything has to be taken apart and separated because there's this admixture of everything. On Shabbat, though, everything stops. Okay? At the time when we say Kiddush, we should automatically feel the sense of simcha. Suddenly we should be able to experience all good. And at this point, all of the mitzvot and all of the avoda that we did all week long, as far as separating and trying to make the best out of this and taking the impurity out of that but making it pure this way, and all of that separation and that extracting from what they call klipat noga, from the klipa of noga, meaning from the taking away the good from the bad, the pure from the impure, all of that avoda that we did all week long on Kiddush, at that moment where we hear Kiddush and we hear the declaration that all of this serves a purpose. All of the idea of everything, all the avoda that we've done all week long serves a purpose. What purpose? The purpose of extracting Kedusha, holiness, from Tum'ah, from impurity. And so that is what makes us happy. At the time when we recite Kiddush, whether we feel it or not, our soul is enveloped in a sense of such delight and such happiness, because it finally remembers. We subconsciously remember and connect to the idea that we are doing something good, and that all that avoda that we did all week long, now at the onset of Kiddush, at the onset of Shabbat, we're able to now take all that good that we've extracted from all week long's, the whole week long's work of the whole week's work load. We're able to extract what we've extracted, all that good. We're able to now on Kiddush, by remembering that Vayechulu Hashamayim va'aretz, that Hashem created the Shamayim and the Aretz, we're able to now take all that good and uplift it back to its source. We've completed our job. Vayechulu means we've completed our job, and all of that goes up to Shamayim. From the Aretz to Shemayim, we're able to remember that on a subconscious, on a soul level. That is what elevates us at the moment of Kiddush, and that is what brings us internal simcha. Again, some of us who are more in tune feel it, some of us cannot, but we should know on a level that even that we don't feel it, this is what happens. And this is essentially the idea of taking everything and lifting it up back to its source, lifting it back up to its place of Kedusha. Where's the place of Kedusha? HaKadosh Baruch Hu. All of the Kedusha, all of the holiness goes back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This is part one of the Kiddush. Hopefully we got a sense of elevation and understanding what exactly happens as just a taste, what happens at the moment of that we hear the Kiddush. Bezrat Hashem tomorrow, next week, Bezrat Hashem, we will continue with part two of Kiddush. Have a great Shabbat.